So hello everybody, my name is Nox, and today I made another cool thing to show you, which is this. Now, you can imagine that all the orange stained glass is wood as well, so it would be like a completely leveled floor, and you would have an input that would go here, and what would that do is this. Now, I think that's pretty cool, and you can actually walk down, and if you had that input be accessible from the lower floor, you can actually close it back again, and it's like nothing ever happened. Like this staircase, it wasn't even there. So it's really cool. It changes up real quickly, and I'm really proud of it. I made it as compact as I could, and I think I did a real good job making it. So you can take a look around at it, and you can see some distinct parts. Like you can see an observer triggering two pistons over here. You can see two monostable circuits, a rising and a falling edge one, triggering another monostable circuit, which then toggles off this thing over here. And you can see the standard RAF pistons over here, that ones that extend and the ones that pull them back. There you go. So that's it. It's really cool, and I'll show you how to make it right now. So to make this, I'll start from the ground up. I think that's the way that will allow me to explain most of the stuff for you and show the separate parts of this machine. So we're going to start by making the pistons that will retract the floor, and that will be done by placing this formation right here with the repeaters and the redstone torches. Now this is going to be our floor, right? So what we want to do now is place pistons that will retract the floor, which we did, and then we want to place pistons that will retract the pistons that will pull down the floor along with the floor blocks. So this is going to happen by making an array of pistons that'll be facing towards us at this point, like so. Oops, I meant to say like so. This will be powered by repeaters, set to 1T each. And what's going to happen is that when this repeater gets powered, it's going to send a signal, and it will power these repeaters first, which will depower the redstone torches and retract the floor. After one tick, this repeater over here is going to get powered, which will depower the torch and make those pistons retract both the sticky pistons and the floor blocks. So at this point, if we were to, let's say, put a lever here, if we were to put a lever here and power this, you would see that the floor would indeed retract and make room for us to fall down. But that's not what we want, so we're going to leave this be for now. The next thing we're going to do is place a block like this here, and we want to place a slab over here. That's going to help for the future, for us to remember what the location of the monostable circuits would be. That would be over here. So what we want to do now is to have the stairs pop up, because we have made room for half the stairs, but we're missing 3 of them. We have room for one stair over here and another one over here, and this will be just the way that we walk out, right? Like so. It's pretty standard, and we have 2 of them. This one is not messing up with the contraption at all. As you can see, everything is happening above that stair, so that one is fine. That can stay there until the end. So we want to place 2 stairs, one over here and one over here, and then we're going to have one changing over here, so we can place a block so that we remember. Let's place a stone block. Alright, at this moment, what we need to do now is place regular pistons. This is how I solved the piston problem, by placing regular ones. So we're going to make some scaffolding blocks, and we're going to place the pistons facing towards those ones. These pistons will be powered using an observer that will be observing this block over here. Underneath that block, we're going to place another block and the single piece of redstone dust that will be getting powered. Now we're going to have a serious delay, a seriously big one over here, because it's going to be a real tight space. We're going to have a repeater set to 4 ticks and a repeater set to 2 ticks over here. And we're just going to be running our input over like this. Easy peasy. Now if we were to power this again, you would see that, oops, one sec, you would see that once we place the stairs in the correct order over here, they would indeed make a real nice pathway. But the level is on that stone block, and that's right now standing in the way. So we're going to make a block swapper that will take out this block and replace it with a staircase. Now that's probably the simplest bit to make, but we're going to have to power it only once and then depower it, and we have a constant input, so we're going to have to use what's known as a monostable circuit, and we're going to have to use them twice. So let's depower it and have it be stone for now, so that we know that this is the stone that's going to be originally there. So let's start by making the block swapper. The block swapper will look a little bit like this, with blocks running out like that. Sorry, this is supposed to be redstone. Then we're going to have two blocks facing towards this gap over here. So we want to have something like this, right? One piston facing upwards above, underneath the block that we will be swapping, and two blocks on either side. Now currently the machine is turned off, which means that we don't have the staircase, we have the floor block over here. The next thing you want to do is actually power those pistons. So you want to place block on the outside of the redstone dust over here and place redstone torches here. Now I did this wrong because I was supposed to place another torch, so I'm going to remove this temporarily, place a redstone torch here, and then place that one back. So this piston you want it to be permanently powered, right? Now it doesn't matter on which side you place the staircase, but it does matter that it's facing the correct order, the correct position for one, and that the other one has nothing. It's just the piston is extended. Now this is only going to extend once this piston gets depowered, and this is what we will be doing. So we're going to place a comparator here, and we want to get ourselves a hopper. Or actually, we would like to make some more room, because this redstone is going to power the hopper if we were to place it there. So we're going to place it like so, and then we're going to make some room for a dropper that needs to be facing upwards. So what you're looking at right now is another monostable circuit. Now the way that we're going to make the other two monostable circuits is really interesting. So we're going to use both of the possible designs that you can use for a monostable circuit, which is a rising edge and a falling edge one. The difference is that the pulse of a rising edge one is emitted when the when the actual monostable circuit gets powered. But for the other one, the pulse is emitted only when it gets depowered. So this is really interesting, because when this redstone gets powered, it will power this dispenser, this repeater, which is going to power this block, and it's going to cause this extension, which is right here. But a single tick, a single piece of redstone dust over here is going to get powered. It's going to power this block, and then it's going to power this dispenser, in which we will place a solid item, and a non-stackable one. That's really important. Now this redstone torch though is going to get depowered, which means that this over here will not be emitting a signal. But when we turn it off, this is going to get powered again, as you can see right here, which is going to cause the same thing. So this is what we want, and right now the machine is practically ready. So if we were to turn this off, you would see that nothing would happen. And that's because I think we made a mistake. And the mistake will probably have something to do with the monostable circuits. So let's try again. No, that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's see what could be causing this. Oh, right. Right, my bad, I'm sorry. So the monostable circuits are just fine. What I did was that I placed a repeater here instead of a comparator. You will need to place a comparator here, not a repeater. That was a silly mistake. So as you can see, it's changing right now. You can see the stone block is being pushed around. So this is the machine, it's ready. Now you can place your floor blocks over here, which I will be using only on a only on a small area. Now I like to place an upside down stair over here. And for the rest, I'll be using just some regular old orange stained clay, so that glass, so that we can actually walk around and see the machine in action. So let me place just a few of those around here. Now this can be any type of block that you want. It doesn't make any difference. But the blocks that I did place have to be in their exact position. They have to be solid. For example, you cannot replace this block with a non-solid block. It has to be a solid block. It can be any kind of solid block. It can even be stone bricks, which I used in my example. So you can start building a wall like that if you want. It's not going to change anything. And of course, you may want to have your input be accessible from the upper floor. Let's say here. And let's place some more redstone. Like so. And then what you want to do is place a toggleable power source. Now this can be anything, but it has to emit a constant signal. Like so. And there you go. The machine is ready. Now, if you don't make the mistake and place a repeater here, it will work on the first try. You won't have to go around and troubleshoot it. So, that's everything. I hope you like this machine. It's one of my favorites. I always, as soon as I started playing Minecraft, I always wanted to make floors like that would reveal hidden parts of a base. So this is really cool. I really like it. So I hope you like it too. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. And if you like stuff like that even more, well, why not consider subscribing? So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm Nox again, and I bid you all farewell. Bye bye.